Hi everybody, it's Joe and Steve from Signal Centre. This is exciting, isn't it, Steve?
Very exciting, mate. Yeah.
We've got CPI numbers out in 3 minutes, and it could be the biggest data release of the year, I reckon. Expecting some pretty significant volatility. We saw in our morning video earlier that JPMorgan was offering a game plan for investors today. As the number comes out on the right hand side, we've got the calendar. This is the number we're looking for. Inflation rate year on year 7.3% is what the expected is. If that falls in line with what JP Morgan are expecting, of which they have addressed this with a 50% probability, then they think the markets could rally by 2 to 3% today on the back of that. We're already up pretty substantially on some of these indices, so maybe it's already priced in. But where it starts to get really exciting, I guess, is if the number comes in way above expectations at 7.8% or higher, then they're suggesting maybe a 4.5 to 5% down move in the S&P, which from where we are at the moment would be obviously a significant swing. And if it comes in at 6.9% or lower, again, 5% probabilities on these upwards and these barriers that they put in place, then it could be an 8 to 10% up move in the S&P index. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Mm, I mean, yeah, I'm scared, Joe. I'm very nervous. I
Yeah.
haven't got much on, but we've seen a lot of spike higher in the Nasdaq in the last few minutes. I've been stopped out on my gun to head trade idea, which I did fear. Let me just bring up my screen as well, see if I can.
So I've got a couple of screens here that we're going to monitor over the data release. I'm looking at, well, I've got the S&P 4-hour, but I've also got dollar index on 15-minute, euro dollar on a 15-minute, and gold, because I obviously know they're well traded.
For me,
Wow.
that's a bit of a scary move in the few minutes before non-farm payroll.
Volume as well on it.
Yeah, 11,888.5 just spiked up to. So took out the resistance, obviously, and just pushed higher. We're above resistance now. So, but what is this? Is this the flush out before the sell-off, or is this the start of things to come? Is the Christmas rally on its way early?
Could well be. So just going to do a bit of an instant reaction to this today. Obviously not the usual thing that we do. We usually cover the morning, but as this is so hotly anticipated, we thought we'd cover it. And we've got just 25 seconds now to the release of this data. I'm not sure how reactive the TradingView calendar is, but there's some big moves happening there already on gold to the upside. And a move down on the dollar index. A move down on the dollar index would indicate that it's probably a good outcome, and money is being taken out of the dollar and put into riskier assets. So we're getting a bit of chop here. Is the number out?
Oh yeah, well it's smashed through the highs on NASDAQ. Been up to 11,968 already, just short of 12,000.
7.1% it came in at. So in terms of the range that we were looking for on the S&P 500, if it came in at 7.1, where they put a 15% probability on that, they're suggesting up 4 to 5%. So that's immediately taken the index up significantly higher, taken out the previous highs that we posted on Thursday last week. But we are dancing around a little bit. So this is the instant reaction on the US dollar. Let's take a quick look at that. That has dropped very significantly, as we can see there on the 15-minute chart, a big red candle, no bounce on that just yet, but that is pretty significant as well. Let's take a look at gold. We would expect that to be flying on the back of that dollar weakness, and it is, but it's obviously highly volatile. So I'd imagine there's probably a few stops in there that would have been triggered, been disconnected. It's all going off, Steve.
Yeah.
Euro dollar.
Yes.
That's flying too. That's hit our entry on one of our trade ideas today by the looks of things. So let's see if that caps the top of the move. Big area of resistance here on euro US dollar that we're into. Let's just have a look at the daily just to bring that into perspective. We've hit a level on gold. So yeah, there's a big area here on euro US dollar that we're now rallying into. All the alerts are going off. So headline number come in at 7.1%, as we can see here, versus the expectation of 7.3. And markets have had a very good move to the upside. It's very early in the session, and we haven't had the US guys come in just yet. Their market doesn't open for another hour, but the futures will be red hot coming into that open. Let's see if we can stick, if these gains can stick, and if this is indeed an early Christmas present for traders.
Yeah, the market seemed to have reacted really well to it. So what about gold? What was gold? What can you see on gold now, Joe?
Gold, this was the 15-minute chart that I had up on.
Yeah, 1810 was the major resistance level. We're through that now.
Right. Have you got a chart you want to share with us?
No, we can. Yeah, let me just. We seem to be sort of like looking each other out, Joe. So, I mean, that's the won't really look at 5 minutes. Let's look at the hourly chart, but let's take a look at gold on the 4-hour chart, because that can show us where we've been up to. We're up to this 1810 resistance level. On the daily chart, this highlights even better where we are. The measured move target for the double bottom formation is 1844. We've just poked our head above resistance at 1810, settling back down a little bit at 1806 trading at the moment. But yeah, it's pierced that level. Will it be able to continue? Be very difficult to. I mean, gold as well. Should that be? That normally that's when we have a risk on move that goes lower. But obviously, the weaker dollar is spiking this higher. So you do get that conflict with gold, and the volatility has not let us down at all.
Yeah, full of excitement there. So yeah, I think that kind of was all we really wanted to say. We got the number that came in better than expected. Is it better? It's less than expected. It was 7.3 that was expected. We've come in at 7.1. And yeah, we've seen the volatility that we expected. So certainly no disappointment on that front. Just need to see how it reacts for the rest of the day and what traders and investors and people in the market make of it, and see if these gains can stick. So yeah, hopefully that was useful for anybody that watched. It was only short and sweet. And good luck for the rest of the trading day. We'll look at the full fallout of this tomorrow morning on our stream. That's at 8 a.m. UK time. So please check that out, and we hopefully will see you in the morning.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers.
Cheers, Steve. Bye.